Right, so I have 5 minutes at the Babylon, obviously. Instead of me babbling on about Lord of the Rings, I read you chapter 5. You guys pretty much know what chapter 5 is about. I prefer to talk about Skysys over talking about Lord of the Rings, obviously. But you guys, I read chapter 5. Interesting topic, obviously. You got some history with Mary, finding out about the ring, knowing what the ring's about with Bilbo. You know what I'm saying? Frodo says the journey's dangerous. He wants to go alone. But the hobbits want to go with him, and they know the journey is dangerous. Frodo thinks they don't understand, but they all claim to understand well enough that the ring can make you superior. The ring is powerful. They know the journey. They want to help Frodo against the enemy. So the hobbits are a little bit knowledgeable about the ring and Frodo's journey, obviously. What Gandalf told them, obviously, right? And Frediger pretty much the fatty guy, the fatty Frediger, whatever his name is. He's pretty much telling the hobbits they shouldn't take the path through the old forest. That it's dangerous. They're better off not taking that path. Well, Frodo and them want to take that path, obviously, to avoid the Black Riders. To avoid the Black Riders, but the Black Riders what? Black Riders are constantly on the tail as they eventually cross paths and they end up stabbing Frodo in the chest, obviously. Right? That pretty much sums up chapter 5. And in chapter 6, they're going through the old forest. Obviously, right? We're going through the old forest, obviously. Right? And stay tuned for an interesting video. We're looking at a very interesting video for that. Which is chapter 1. Relong of chapter 6, which is the Old Forest. And after the Old Forest, you have Tom Bombadil. That's where they meet Tom Bombadil, obviously. That's an interesting chapter. Where they meet Tom Bombadillo. So very quickly here, my Skysys company will be the best brand in the entertainment business. No company will be able to top my Skysys company. As you're looking at a top-notch company, looking at the best brand in the entertainment business, the film entertainment business. I'm going to keep saying this. All serious people are not welcome to work for my company, as I don't want serious people to work for my company. As me and my wife don't have time to look at 20, 100,000 resumes. We don't have time to look at all that. Hence why I only want to hire people who worked in the Hollywood industry for the 7 team. Give me a second. I got it. I got the fruit fly. My 7 team and photographers, graphic designers, web designer, doc team. I want all those guys who worked in Hollywood, obviously. And the head chefs, I want chefs who own a restaurant. The chef has to be Canadian. He has to own a restaurant in Canada. That way he gets his $400,000. And the assistant chefs, I want chefs who are sous chefs, who worked at good restaurants. People who were on Hell's Kitchen, those people are welcome to apply. There's a good chance I'm going to end up hiring some of those guys, those men and women, to work for my company. Not all of them will be hired, but some of them might be hired. There's a good chance. And they're going to be cooking food for my company, obviously. That's how much of a company we're going to have. As my company will be the unheard of company. Again, you guys can see the future. I have the keys. You know how top notch of a film and company I'm going to have. You're looking at once you see the documentary, you see you get a glimpse of my Skysys company. You're gonna be like, holy shit, Ivan's company is better than even these Hollywood companies. Yeah, man. That's how top notch my Skysys company is. Looking at a top notch company better than even these Hollywood companies, man. You're looking at an unheard of company. You're looking at a top notch company, man. Company better than these Hollywood companies. These Hollywood companies are fucking big. They're fucking top notch companies. Yeah, my company will be better than these Hollywood companies. That's how top notch my company is. You guys can see the future. You know how top notch my Skysys company is. I've already shown you enough pictures, but you guys can see. You know how top notch of a company, of a Skysys company, we are going to have. We're going to own a top high end Skysys company, better than all these big Hollywood companies. That's how top notch of a company me and wife are going to own. You're looking at something unheard. We're looking at something top notch. Obviously, right? You look at something top notch for my Skysys company, right? I'm willing to pay those actors their millions of dollars and grant them their freedom. All I ask is that they work their asses off for me and they deliver an unheard of top-notch performance like you've never seen before. I'm gonna tell these actors, look, I'm not gonna be a dirty businessman. I'm gonna grant you your freedom. You're gonna get your wealth. You're gonna get your fame. All I ask is that you deliver an unheard of top-notch performance for me on the screen, And because I gave them their freedom, they're even going to work double harder for me than what they did in Hollywood. Because I paid them the millions and I granted them freedom. At the same time, skyscrapers in Hollywood, I'm also spoiling them. Because these actors are going to work double harder for me. That's how much of a company me and my wife are going to own. This is it for this video. Stay tuned for my next video, where I'll be continuing my Lord of the Rings read along, which is Chapter 6, The Old Forest. Looking at a very, very interesting video for that. So, Ivan Omer, I'm signing out. Peace.